break it down.
Hey, I'll do Distaggio at the end of the last video where we finally beat an Ares with Revitalize 5 without an Ares at all, using the down and dirty Atlantic Core dirty up technique, as I like to call it. Put that Atlantic Core in your back row, put other stuff in the way, try to get that Atlantic Core to proc. It's okay if everything else dies. And then boom, we hit the Here Be Demon right after that. This is right where we left off. This is a 160 million hit point boss here. And you know what? I was so pumped up on Atlantic Core. Like, seriously, I was in the mood for Atlantic Core. I took out my Team A. That's basically my Lost Realm player versus enemy team that you just saw there. And I am going to put in basically an Atlantic Core team because I was thinking, wait a minute. Can I use a little Atlantic Core action on the Lost Realm bosses, the new Lost Realm bosses? Each of them is a little bit different, and this is the one that reduces damage. And you know, I probably should have put in Pixie here. I wanted to. In fact, I almost stopped this fight mid-battle and swapped in Pixie, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's just see. I'm just curious. Let's see what other friends I have that have something useful to me, like essentially like a debuffer, for example, or a booster. And so I went the route of boosters. I was looking for boosters. What I really wanted one of my friends to have. I don't care who you are. I didn't care what number you are on the list. What I was looking for here was someone with Druid, Cupid, and Pumpkin Duke. And no one had all three. No one had all three. But Humugarte was pretty close. I think I did eventually come back to him. I've been using Evo Jr. quite a bit on stuff. He's been helping me get through stuff. And you've been using Jess. It's really cool. You can be friends with anyone on your friends list. You can borrow their team, even if they're not in your guild. And Jess has a Frost Witch in her lineup right now. And that Frost Witch comes in handy. I kid you not. I got through an insanely uber boss. In a future video, I will show you that. And much to the credit of Frostwitch keeping me in the game for about a minute straight, which was hard for me to do considering my newbiness. I know I'm toggling excessively here, and I'm showing you this in real time because this is how it works, guys. This is how it works. This is what you do. You gotta find the right combination of people. You gotta find the right team. And again, I was picky, and I have a bad memory, and so I had to keep toggling through people. And I think I went here. Is that Humuga? No, that's Chris282. He is on my, what's it called? Store Mesa 4 team. And so I knew that it was a good team. And I knew that he had the dragon, and he also uses the Orc's Bane. So I thought, you know what? Okay, I got some healing there. I got a little extra healing off there, his Orc's Bane. I got the debuffer sort of in the form of the dragon. And I got Cupid in there, and Pumpkin Duke. Now, I didn't have Druid. That would have made my dream come true, having 2 Druids, just for protection, but also because Druid's a booster, right? An attack booster. So, Druid, Cupid, Pumpkin Duke. You look for people on some bosses. Now, this one, as you can see, there was a lot of damage getting through that was 0, but every now and then these 60k spike in, so clearly there's a damage cap of 60,000. I basically have done absolutely no research on this. It's just obvious right now what's going on here. It's 0. Look at all the zeros, guys. There's absolutely no damage getting through, but then either what's happening is the buff is coming off of himself, right? Or because he's attacking so slow due to the Multanic that's up there, breath weaponing on him, which is reducing attack speed. So I think it's that combination because I didn't really see, obviously you can't stun this boss, right? There's no stuns going on. He's not stunning us, we're not stunning him. Now we did switch targets, which is really interesting because I don't see anyone as being dead. So if you look at Chris 282, you see 3 right here up at the top, and then you see 2 health bars down, 3 health bars right under the dragon's body. That's 6 people, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the 4 of my self team. So there's 10 people here. Why did he switch aggro? I mean, he didn't like the... you know why? I think I know why. Maybe he didn't switch aggro. He is still actually on Atlantic Core. My Atlantic Core switched to his other side for some reason. So maybe it's just my Atlantic Core is being crazy. Yes, there we go. We took this one down. I almost stopped it simply because I wanted to show you if Pixie could debuff, keep that the thing, if it's an actual buff. I assume that it is, which means that I assume, you know, you could keep that debuff off. The one that was reducing damage. But maybe it's an ability, like an innate talent or something, like a super high talent. I don't know, but look, the team is not so great. Okay, what does it take, 10 seconds? Alright, 10 seconds isn't bad. You know what? I have a renewed love. You know, I just really have a renewed love on that strange Kraken beast by the name of Atlanticor. AC, as many call him, armor class. Atlanticor. There's just something about him. Something about him with a revive second talent. Revitalize first talent. There's just something about that hero that is better than it should be. It is a dirty trick. And I could have probably used any tank on that last round boss, to be totally and completely honest with you. I don't think Atlanticor helped me whatsoever, because that boss was damage capped, and I think the deflect is going to be damage capped too. I'm not sure on that, I just assume, and I think I probably could have had a better tank in there. So on that boss, I would not recommend this tank, guys. I'm just saying, it just so happens that everything was okay. I was experimenting. I'm doing some testing here. This is not something I would recommend for this boss. For this boss, I would put just a better tank up front. I mean, seriously, Paladin probably would have been a safer bet. You know, so Paladin could have worked, Orcsbane could have worked, Druid could have worked, to be totally honest. Keep that procking going, keep that healing going, and also keep the boosting going, especially against that boss. So probably, I would say Druid would have been a better tank. Putting Pixie in there probably would have made sense instead of Atlanticor having the Druid tank and keeping all my boosters. So that's how it would have worked. And then boom, I nailed the treasure. And I think this was the better one than the last one. Mythic. This is a great one, guys. Getting Mythic red crystal bag. That is why I got a revive crest set on Atlanticor. That crest that I normally actually put on Sanaboom, so that both my Sanaboom and my Vlad Dracula have revive. So that's pretty cool. I could also put that on Destroyer. Just depends on who I'm using. I still think Sanaboom and Vlad Dracula are way better than Destroyer. And I just keep landing life drains. Just life drain, life drain, life drain. And of course, I will never say no to that. I already have a revive set, so I mean, just revive 2 would be insane. But no, I would rather actually have 2 sets of revive 1. Do not combine them into 4. Revive is so good right now, guys. It is good in every game mode, honestly. It's just one of the best talents. It's really an undervalued talent. A lot of people saying life drain's crazy, which, by the way, life drain is crazy good. Crazy good. Revitalize is coming less out of flavor. No one really cares about the arena. Almost everyone's capped on honor badges at the high-end game, simply because we can churn out like 50k a day or more, 50k to 60k. Anyways, you guys can see I'm doing pretty well on crests, and this is just a pretty cool video. I'll show you some more Lost Realm bosses. I beat some really tough ones. Also another easy one, but I think that's all for this video. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.